So I mentioned earlier today that I thought it's really why I'm talking about women in wealth today is that it affects 50% of us, right? And I mentioned that we all have spouses or parent or mom or an aunt, a sister, and finances really affect us all. So I wanted to talk a little bit about where we are today and a couple of dispel some myths and see what we can do for the future. Okay, so what we'll learn today is that we're going to talk about women today and money today, how women feel about investing, and then just some closing thoughts about changing the money mindset. So many of you know me, we've been together for a long time. I'm a financial advisor. Our office is located here locally in Saratoga. I work with people just like you. I work with families. I work with a lot of women, especially women in high tech. And families also in high tech, and I help them understand the complexity of their finances, especially in relation to stock options and other complex financial issues. It's talking about women in particular. I am a minority in the world of finance, right? Usually we see white men who are financial advisors. So it's a little bit unique that I am a financial advisor and a woman and a person of color, and I'm really proud of that. When I think back about how I got here, my parents came to the United States back at the end of the 60s. My parents are from El Salvador, and they're immigrants, and it's incredible what they have done in a short amount of time in being able to raise their family, buy a house, and give to me and their children the ability to prosper in the United States. And I was really fortunate because my parents always cared a lot about us learning finances. So even though they didn't dabble in the stock market or buy things like that I do now, and now I teach my own children how to invest, I always had that really good firm upbringing about that money is important, that you should take care of your money, and your money will take care of you. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my firm. We are a registered investment advisor. RIA, and I am an IAR, so it's kind of funny. It's a little bit of a play on these acronyms, but what we are is fiduciary. So we put the interests of our clients first. We always have to choose what's in their best interest, which is great. That's exactly what I think people should do when you're dealing with their money. We don't sell products. We don't have our own products that we sell to our clients. We don't charge commissions. That's not how we make our money. We make our money based on the amount of assets that we manage for our clients. So when they do better, we do better. What we do is financial planning, investment management. We do 401k plans for small and big businesses as well. I love to work with families and with single women or divorced women or people in transition. Usually that's who reach out to me. Something has happened and they just don't know what to do. So I'm always happy to talk to someone, and at least if I can't work with them for whatever reason, at least point them in the direction that they should go. Okay, so we're going to talk about women and money today, and I'm just going to give you some high level statistics. And I love this graph, by the way. I love Canva. Okay, so 60%, women are 60% of the recent degree earners, right? And that's really impressive over these last maybe 3 decades. Even growing up when I was in high school back in the 80s, most of my teachers were women who had graduated from college locally, which was great. And now I see that a lot of, especially my daughter's friends, are earning their college degrees. How many of us watched the Olympics? I know, it was great. I was really sad yesterday that the Olympics were over. I really missed it. But 50% of the Olympic athletes are women, right? And that is, they achieved parity, and that was the goal for 2024. I think it was in 1900, the Olympics were held in Paris, and there was not even a thought about women participating in the Olympics. Now, in 2024, they achieved parity, which is incredible. We know that 2 times the women start businesses at twice the rate of men. That's an impressive figure as well. 29% were women in the 118th U.S. Congress. Leadership positions, I think we've got a long way to go there, right? But it's coming up. 10.4% of women hold leadership positions in Fortune 500 companies. And 14 million women own their business. I do. Ria does. Eilert does. Nicole does, right? So it's very impressive. And in addition to those statistics, we also know that women are really coming into their own financially. They're controlling more wealth than before. And we are going to see, especially, that they're going to inherit a massive amount of money in intergenerational wealth. And that's simply because women live, statistically longer than men. Women are breadwinners or co-breadwinners in their households. And overall, they're expected to control about 35% of the global wealth by 2020. Okay, so that's great, right? That's amazing. Like I said, just think about that. In 1900, there were no women participating in the Olympics, and now, 2024, we've achieved gender parity at the Olympics. So we should be really excited. But why do women feel this way about investing? They're focused on short-term finances. They're really focused on the day-to-day, I have to pay the debt down. I have to pay these expenses. And the most important fact really is that women earn 82 cents on the dollar for every man, right? And that is huge. That's really hard to overcome. And why is that, you may ask? Many reasons. Women in particular take time off from work. Women sometimes work flex times to take care of their family. So there's a lot of burden and responsibilities with women that point to why they earn less. This statistic is really incredible. 64% of women have just $500 left after each month. And the numbers about investing are incredible. 26% of women invest versus men's rate of 40%. And of course, the participation varies based on age, income level, financial literacy. But if women invested at the same rate as men did, there'd be $3.22 more trillion in the overall market. And women just feel that they don't have enough knowledge to invest. They say they don't know where to start. They're afraid of losing money. They don't trust the market. So what do women do? They hold their money under the mattress in a savings account that's not going to help them, and they don't get into the market. So what can we do about that? What are the changes that we can make? And this is just a graphic here in particular. I thought this is a recent survey in 2024 that was, I thought, really startling and eye-opening, that women feel about investing. They just don't have enough money to invest. That's like 2/3 of all women say, I can't invest. It's not possible. About 30% feel that they're going to lose their money. 25%, 1 in 4 women say they just don't know how to start. They're afraid. About 22% believe that they don't trust the market, and that's a huge issue to overcome when you hear about the losses. You see the headline news. If you don't understand how the market works overall, you're going to feel afraid of investing. And some women, of course, think that it's not necessary to invest. Those are few and far between. But the biggest one is, I don't have enough money to. And we saw why, right? Because we make less, because we spend more of our money on taking care of our kids, and because we put ourselves last. That's a big issue too, where we take care of everyone else and we don't think about our future. That's really another core reason. So the most important thing is changing the money mindset, right? Start investing. No amount is too small. I think that is what I hope that we take away from today, that if you make a plan to invest and you just start just a little at a time, right? Money is the power to give us the lives that we want to live. So you don't wait for the perfect time to invest. The perfect time is right now, today. If you're not investing, $50, open an account right now. Just do it. We read the book Profit First, I think about a month ago, and I think that's really made a big difference for a lot of us business owners. So if you're a business owner, pay yourself first. Read the book. It's not that hard. Even if it's just $1, start there. If you're an employee and your employer offers a 401k, invest in that. Please participate. Even if there is no match, participate anyway. And if your employer does not offer a 401k, then advocate. Ask, why not? They should invest in you too. And if you're an individual, you can start on your own. If you invested $150 today, every month, in the next, I think it's 25 years with a 7% return, very small return, okay? In 25 years, you'd have $122,000, right? 150 bucks. Imagine how many times we go out to dinner or do this and that. $150 is not that much. The other part that I think is really important is make a plan. When I work with my clients, that's the first thing I do. I talk to them about what their financial situation is, help them understand what's going on, and then we make a plan. We talk about what are their priorities, how are we going to get there, what money do you have, where can we either increase the dollars or find a way to invest those dollars. So that's the most important thing, setting your goals and planning for them, right? It's okay to talk about money. I think a lot of women feel that you can't, that it's crass or it's not right to say, hey, I make this amount of money, or what are you doing with your money? Or I have invested, I have enough money to retire, or I don't have enough money to retire. And I think it's important for us who are in the financial industry that we reach out to women and we don't gatekeep our information. And ditch the stereotypes, the money stereotypes. That is, really annoying when I hear that women say, I'm not good at math. Because we are good at math, right? That it's super important to change that narrative and stop thinking about the girl math, right? And drink the latte. The latte is not going to break your bank. Well, that's my next point. Thank you, Ayelet. And drink the latte. The latte is not going to break your bank. That's not going to, inhibit your growth or the growth of your wealth. And lastly, yes, to Ayelet's point, find somebody who understands women and your unique circumstance and work with them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. So if you know anyone out there, a woman out there who could use my help and who's ready to invest, because today is the day that they should start investing, I'm always happy to talk to them. Elizabeth Luna with Aria Wealth Management. Here's my information.